What's going on, everybody? Afflicted Gamer here, and welcome back to another Division video. It's Friday. It's time for the weekly vendor reset. You know what that means. I'll go from place to place, easy checkpoint to find out what the best items are for sale this week in the Division to save you guys the time and the trouble. So if the video is helpful in any way, shape, or form, please do drop it a like. It's much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Division content and, of course, eventually the Division 2. So always double check the blueprints vendor here in the terminal and the one at Camp Clinton, because if I own a blueprint that you guys don't own, then I won't see it, but you will. So here and Camp Clinton are the only two places you will ever have to double check, and I'm always going to mention that for the new players that we keep getting to the game. So anyways, other than that, I don't have anything to show you guys here. There might be an electronics mod or stamina mod blueprint, something of that sort that you can use, so always double check there. Let's take a look at the exotics for the week. Liberator, Talented, Brutal, Predatory. I would honestly pass. And again, I will say this, if a weapon or piece of gear has good talents on them, but the score is low, I will recommend it and tell you to optimize it. Division Tech, in my opinion, is not that hard to come by, especially if you have more than one character. So, you know, if this Liberator, if you really wanted it for a skill build, and you're a solo player, Predatory in the free slot, Talented, you could reroll Brutal for something else. You know, you could go ahead and optimize it if you really, really wanted to. So, other than that, let's see if we have anything else good down here. Pecan, Deadly Dominant, that's not terrible. You could reroll Dominant for something else if you really, really want a Pecan. Because these exotics here, if you are new to the game, they stay here. You will never get them in a cache or in the open world. Historian, terrible score, terrible headshot damage, but Destructive and Vicious are on it, which are not bad talents. Alright, let's see what we have here for the rest of the gear. When I go to the other vendors, of course, for those of you that are a regular for every week, you know I will skip everything and just put in the good stuff, but people still like to see what is for sale down here. Savage gloves that you could use in PvE if you really, really wanted to, but I would pass and wait for a better pair. 5% support station healing speed, that is perfect for builds like Reclaimer, and 5% is a max roll, so I would pick a few of these up if you don't have them already. And that's it for downstairs. Let's move on and hope that we have a better week than last week.
Best gear in the city. Check it out.
I will. Alright, at the armory upstairs in the base of operations, there are a couple items for sale here. Sadly, not that lightweight M4. The black market SASG 12K is not too bad. 317% stagger, especially if you do like Brutal and you can land your headshots. Determined, which you can reroll for something else like Deadly. Unforgiving, Responsive, the choice is yours. And Vicious is in the free slot. Model 700 Carbon. Now, unfortunately, again, this you will have to optimize, but 141% headshot damage. Vicious, Unforgiving, and Elevated are on it. You could keep the rolls as is or re-roll them however you want. Elevated's in the free slot, so you can put literally anything you want there, optimize it, and you have a very, very good Model 700 Carbon.
I'll be here if you mind.
Alright, one more stop in the base of operations here at the gear vendor. She has one item for sale, which is a prototype performance mod. 7.5% turret health. 7.5% is a max roll, so if you're running builds like Firecrest or you're just using a turret in general, that bit of extra health will help it if you stack it with turret damage mods. The combo is very nice, so grab them if you need them.
It's okay, I get it.
Alright. Next up will be down at Camp Hudson. Come on over to the weapons vendor and scroll down to the mods. He has an amazing extended magazine for sale. 120.5% mag size, 4% crit hit damage, and 3% crit hit chance. Absolutely perfect for weapons like the Bullfrog, the House, Big Alejandro, you name it. I would absolutely pick a bunch of these up and put them on your weapons. Okay, moving up to Camp Clinton. Remember, go ahead and double check the blueprints vendor. I own everything, so I don't know what's here this week. Then come on over to the special equipments vendor. First up, you could take a look at this pecan if you prefer it over the one at the base of operations. It does have unforgiving, pecan, and determined on it. Keep it as is with the talents, or reroll one or the other, and then optimize it. Other than that, scrolling down, there is a rapid chest plate, 1224 stamina, 14,000 health, 6% enemy armor damage, 47% ammo capacity. Those are all good rolls. You can keep the stamina where it is or put that into firearms or electronics if you want to. And then, of course, optimize it. But as for everything else, the attributes are great. One more stop over at Dante's Run. There's one item for sale here, which is again a prototype performance mod. This time it's 4% Seeker Mine damage. 4% is a max roll, so if you like to use Seeker Mines, I would pick some up and put them on your character. Alright, scoot on down to Madison Stand. This is becoming a weekly thing. So for those of you that are a fan of Damage to Elites mods, there is one here, 186 stamina and 3% damage to elites. So if you missed out in the previous weeks, pick some up and use them. Trust me, they work wonders in PvE. And now making our way into the dark zone. That was everything for sale in the light zone. First stop, West 46th Street. There's one item for sale here. Military M60. 21% damage to targets out of cover with competent, destructive, and unforgiving. You could literally leave this as is or reroll it how you wish. Either way, it's not a bad gun. Pick it up, optimize it, and you're good to go. Alright, over at East 31st Street, for those of you that are still in need of a good SMG, she has one for sale here. MP5 ST. 20% crit hit chance, deadly, unforgiving, hurried. Hurried is in the free slot, so you can reroll that for whatever you wish. Responsive, competent, the choice is yours. Either way, if you don't have a house, I would pick one of these up and use it until you get one. This is a very good submachine gun.
Think about buying something next time.
I'll think about it. And for the final stop of the week, we're going all the way up to Park Ave. There is one item for sale here, which is again another Model 700 Carbon. This one has 165% headshot damage with prepared, ferocious, and elevated. Perfect for PvE for sure. Again, you can reroll elevated for something else if you want to. Optimize it a bit, and you're good to go. So that was everything that we had for sale this week in the division that was worth taking a look at. Hopefully there was something there that you guys needed or wanted. A blueprint that I already owned that you guys, could see that I couldn't. Whatever the case is. Either way, I hope that the video was helpful. So again, drop a like on it if so, and I will see you guys in the next video or in the next live stream. Other than that, don't forget that you can always follow me on Twitter @AfflictedGamer. Enjoy the rest of Global Event Strike, and I'll see you guys soon in the next one.